So you started off working in a corporate job, you're working in Bain, then you worked at LinkedIn, and today you're a full-time travel influencer. Can you tell me what does that life look like? Right, you have currently upwards of 1 million followers. So what is the kind of monetization that you can make, when you're a travel influencer? And I'm more interested to understand if this is a realistic career path for for people to follow, right? And how exactly do you get to a position where you are?
I started creating content. It was all about being a digital nomad. As you said, when you followed me, I was in Goa, working my full-time job and doing content on the side. It resonated with a lot of people and I enjoyed it so much. Like, I loved the creativity. In fact, my first few sources of income was actually from like these small travel brands here and there, where I would, like, for a hostel, I would make a video for them. I wouldn't even post it on my page because I was not big enough at the time. But I had the skill of telling a story and they saw that skill. So I helped travel brands here and there and they would pay me some money. And then...
What kind of money you used to make in the beginning?
It would be, let's say, not bad actually. The first one that I ever got, like a good reasonable deal, was for one video I was paid 17,000.
Oh wow, that's exactly my first brand deal as well for Amazon.
Oh.
17,000.
And this wasn't even a brand deal.
No, this was a brand deal. I had 17,000 followers. They paid me 17,000 rupees. Amazon Sambhav event.
Amazing.
Right. So you also got 17,000 rupees as your first brand.
Yeah. No, this was not my brand deal. This was creating content for a hostel in...
Which is even better because you're not even using your page.
No.
Yours for your skill.
Yeah, it was amazing. And I was just like, damn, this was my monthly rent. Like, I was paying lesser than that and I was like, my rent's... Wow.
In Goa.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was amazing. And then I got my first brand deal. That was... I think when I was at around 13 or 14,000 followers, and I think I got paid 7,000 rupees. And then I think as my page started picking up, as I started finding what are the right kind of people, what kind of people do I want to attract? I think that's a big part of it. Who do I want to speak to online? I started creating content that was more tailored to that. And also what I felt like I had the expertise in. And I think that's how I really started seeing brands reach out to me, want to speak about their product, because it was very aligned to the audience I had and the audience.
So your audience today is, what's the male-female split?
So it's like a 55-50 split. So it's more women than men.
55% women?
Yeah.
Wow. That's really tough to do.
Yeah. So I quit my job back in 2021. So 2021.
So it's the LinkedIn job?
Yes, this was my LinkedIn job. So I remember, 2022, my bad. 2021 is when I quit Bain. Then I started LinkedIn. So yeah, like LinkedIn, I actually didn't work there for too long. I quite soon realized while I was there that I'm not able to 100% do either of the jobs. That's when I realized, and in fact, my mom played a huge role in this and I give her a lot of credit. And so she said, just do what you are happy to do and what you find joy and passion in. And I'm sure the same way you got the LinkedIn job, they offered me the job because I used to create content. So I'm sure that you believe in yourself, you believe in your skill set, jobs will come. So I was just, I think that I really needed that push, and then I quit my full-time job completely. And
but to take that sort of a decision, did you like have a certain set of emergency funds saved up?
So I had 6 months actually.
6 months of salary
saved up.
Okay.
So I built out a course called the Travel Hacking Course, because the one thing I realized is that I can, as you've seen now, I can give as much travel yarn as you ask me for. So I packed all that knowledge into one course as to how can people make traveling more affordable, because this is something that I felt most people were lacking the knowledge when it came to the way you can book your flights, the way you can book accommodation. You don't need to be a content creator to get trips for cheap, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what I was trying to tell you earlier as well. My partner now, who's with me, like he's been to like 90 countries.
Wow.
And I've learned so much from him, because I was like, you've never created content, but he knew the ways. And so I packed all of that knowledge into one course and also helped people figure out how can they do those unique trips, because they would always ask me, how do you find these places? Like I told you about the Samurai Ninja training and stuff. How do you find these places? Yeah, there are certain websites. I mean, I can go into it this would be another podcast in itself. Like just like how do you research well? for when you're going to a destination beyond what you just see on Instagram and the first 5 YouTube videos.
Correct.
How do you go deep into that? So I packed kind of all of that into one course, and I think that community is awesome. So I think that was one part of it. Obviously, then I earn from YouTube as well now. So long form content pays you way better than short form content. But it started with that. I grew my following, and now on YouTube also, hopefully I'll be at a community of 1 million by the end of the year.
Wow.
So that becomes a stream of revenue. One stream of revenue that I did not utilize, but I know a lot of travel creators out there should and can, is doing group trips. So a lot of people want to travel with you. I feel my travels can't really be packaged into a trip because a lot of it is not really something like a company can just sell together. So it would take a lot of effort to make this like super unique trip, which is why I never did it. But otherwise, for example, I have a great friend Sharanya. She does diving trips to the Maldives, to other countries, Indonesia as well. So hobby-based travel trips. And what happens is then as a travel creator, you earn a commission from each person who signs up, and that can become sizable at the end of it. So in a month, you could easily be doubling or tripling your corporate salary that what I would earn from a trip like this. So this is like, I would say like a huge source of revenue for travel creators as well. So yeah, there's, like I said, the sky is the limit.
Glad you made it till here. If this gave you even one idea to improve your finances, send it to a friend. Helping them might just make you the smartest person in their group chat. And don't miss the full episode on Finance with Sharan. There's a lot more where this came from.